Hi guys, welcome to this session on Libre Office Calc. What I want to look at in this module is how to create a small budget using Libre Office Calc. So I've got the Calc sheet open and I'm going to start off by just typing some days of the week at the top. So just type in Monday, and then what you can do is you sit your mouse in the bottom right hand corner and you can pull that across and it will automatically fill in the days of the week. Now if I type in total at the end there, and if I do some categories for my little budget, so car, tax, food, water and something else, let's go for beer, and then total, and let's do a couple of averages, spell it right, and then the max and the min spend, and we'll finally do a count of how many items there are in the list. So these are the sort of functions I want to do. Now to populate this, normally you would just type in the figures that you spent, but I'm going to put some random figures in there. But before I do that, I just want to do a title, so I'm just going to highlight across the top there and click this option, merge and center, so that becomes one cell, and in there I'm going to put weekly budget. That's my title. Now I want to put some figures in there. Let's say spend £10 on Monday. Use a little black cross on the increments by 1. Now if I say 10 there and then 5 there, so it increments by 5, if I highlight them both and then pull the second one, it picks up that step value and brings it across. Now if I type 10 again, and then if I use my control key and pull it across, it stays at 10, it doesn't increment by 1, so the default is to increment by 1. And then I'll just do a step value again, highlight the 2, pick on the second one, pull it across, and it picks that step up, and one more time, 1, and then say 11, highlight the 2, pick the second one, pull it across, and it picks it up. Now if I want this to be formatted to pounds, I've got a short option there, format to currency, or you can go through there and select it, or you can right click and go into format cells, but I'll just click on the currency. So depending what country you're in, depends what the default is there. Now I want to add these up. Now to add these up, there is a function, which is this one, the sum function, and you've got a little short list there with all the other functions that I want to use, but it's not all the functions that are available in this, there's lots more. But for now I just want to look at these functions, so I'm going to do the sum function, and it grabs this list. This list B3 to B7 is correct, so I'm going to click that tick, and then when I do the average, if I drop that down again and select average, it's just jumped up there. I don't want that. I need to select what I want, which is that list there, the same list basically. Tick that, and then same process for the others. Max, what's the maximum spend? Highlight the list, make sure you get the right list, and then min, what's the minimum spend? Highlight the list, click the tick, and then count how many items is in that list. So count how many items is in the list. So this is not adding anything up, it's just going to come back and tell you how many there are. 5. So then you can highlight this group, pick up the little cross in the corner, pull it right over, right to the end, because I'm going to do these row totals in a second. So same thing, I just want the totals this time. Sum, you can type that as well, that's what I want, tick. And then I can get the little black cross and double click that down and it'll fill that down. Now the total there says 360, so if I highlight these figures, down the bottom of the screen you've got a sum that says 360, which is a ready reckoner for you, and if I highlight this way, that also says 360, so we know that's correct. Now if you want to format this in any way, you can format this area. So if I want this area to be a particular colour, let's go for a light blue colour. That's probably too dark, but there you go. And just to mess this up, I'll pick a yellow for that, and then these, I'm just going to leave these like they are. And if you want this thing gridded off, you've got a grid option there where you can select grids, because when you print this off it doesn't print these grids, and that's basically how you create your little budget sheet. Now going forward, what you would do is just type into these boxes and this will give you the information. So normally you would have the formulas on first. So if I just copy this and then paste it down and delete some of the figures. So this is how you set this up normally. So normally you wouldn't have this space there. So if I get rid of that. So the formulas, div0 is only there because it's trying to do an average and there isn't anything to do an average of. And the rest of it's just sitting at 0. But as soon as you start putting some figures in, so let's say you spend 23 on your car, £50 tax, you didn't get any food, water was £12, beer, you had a good night, £55, and the I didn't copy the total. In fact, I've coloured the total in. That was a cock up. Copy that, paste that down, so it picks that up. Yeah. So really, I shouldn't have coloured that total row at all. It doesn't matter. You get the idea. So you can have you could put the date on there. For each, or yeah, the date, the first day of the week, say, or the week number, whatever you want, and then you can just copy this down. Or you can just do separate sheets and create extra sheets for each week. But because there's quite a lot of space in these sheets, it's probably just as good to come down if you're going to do it like this. But I'll do some other videos where I can expand on this and make it a bit more, not complicated, but a bit more involved and a bit more analysis, a few graphs and things like that. But that's all I want to talk about in this little session. So it's the first little session I've done on this LibreOffice Calc. Hope you enjoyed that, and thank you for your time, and I'll see you on the next one.